LSU's Go Vote organization is actively encouraging students to exercise their voting rights, providing assistance with the registration process in anticipation of the 2024 election. Go Vote's Vice President, Sarai Adams, shared her insights on how she's encouraging college students to engage in the electoral process.
We are able to provide students with resources like TurboVote, which is the online registration platform. And that is something that is available to LSU students through the My LSU portal. Students don't have the option to go home and vote on any weekday or weekends that they have free time. So it's very important that we promote other options that make going to the polls more accessible.
Sarai emphasized her commitment to Go Vote because she believes that fostering students' interest and engagement in voting is essential.
It's very important that we use our right to go cast a ballot to make sure that those who are making those decisions are reflecting our personal beliefs. In our very recent history, we did not all have the right to go and cast a ballot. So it's very important that we honor the struggle of those who have strived for us to have access to the polls.
In addition to on-campus initiatives, young voters in Baton Rouge can turn to City Hall for support with the electoral process. Steve Rayburn, Registrar for East Baton Rouge Parish, discussed the efforts of parish and state governments to prepare voters for the upcoming election.
The state has done a lot to make registration and voting accessible to everyone, and we've done a lot to provide information to everyone. We work closely with the Go Vote LSU organization to help get a centralized polling place on campus for student voters, and we know that the Go Vote organization has done a lot as far as outreach to students. We've made it as easy as possible, I think, for voters to register and to participate.
Rayburn says he wants voters to consider more than just the election on November 5th, highlighting that every vote plays a crucial role in democracy.
Every presidential cycle, we have an increase of registration leading up to presidential elections. That seems to be the election with the most interest. Although I think people should be interested in voting in every election. And, I think it's unfortunate that we see such a low voter turnout. We encourage people to take advantage. Your vote really is your voice.
Back on LSU's campus, there is palpable anticipation among students as they prepare for the presidential election, with many casting their votes for the first time.
I'm excited to participate for the first time because it gives you a chance to make a difference.
It's kind of nice to do something, here as a citizen.
I think it's very important and everybody's voice needs to be heard.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the most popular reason for not voting in the last presidential election was that people just didn't care about the election. This time around, students seem to care about the election and some key issues on the ballot.
Immigration,
inflation,
war and preventing that,
reproductive rights,
making our country secure.
Both LSU students and voters at large are encouraged to use their voices and voting rights to influence the changes they wish to see. As November 5th approaches rapidly, we anticipate a large turnout of youth voters well prepared to make their voices heard at the polls. For 91.1 KLSU, I'm Makala Borland.